Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to I Am Bradley Irving. My channel. Oh, I fucked that up, didn't I? Whoops! But, like I said, I'm unfiltered, I'm unchained. You guys see me how I really am. All my flaws, and all my goodness. Alright, so, I'm going to do some ear candle. Oh, you can't see that, it's too dark. See, because of my condition, I'm used to living in the dark, because my eyes were screwed, but this is my new container. This is what I've pulled out over 2 days of ear candling. As you can see, that's all earwax. Yes, it is gross, it's disgusting, but the truth about earwax is, oh, what's that word? You can't tell them if you don't know words, dickhead. It's a medicine. You can use that to clean sores. You could even eat it to help bowel problems. The Egyptians used to. That was part of the elixir of life. I'm gonna go get my pillow. I'll be back. So yeah, you've got nothing to worry about. That's all my drama's done. All that bullshit's done. Now we focus on the real stuff. See, I had to put my past up because that's what narcissists do. Look at what they do to Pauline Hanson on a daily basis. So this is all you really do. You get a fan on there, you get this baby, and you just start the fire. You just chuck it in here, and you get nice and comfy. See, the reason why we have so many health issues today is because the hospitals have been taken, and the people that are trying to control everything have the mentality of a spoilt 7-year-old. So it's just about power of control, which is sad. Very, very sad. So, this is what the Egyptians used to do. This and other energy and Bowen therapy and animal therapy, and that's all stuff I used to do. And I had to do it myself because I didn't get help. But that's why we have so many troubles, because there's no pyramids. But we'll sort that out soon. See, so what this is doing, my neck's firing like a bitch. So just from here up, you can't really see, but up in here to my ear, it hurts. It's very stiff and sore, and that's why my voice was so edgy. But look, I'm so glad I'm back to this part, because this is easier to deal with than what the other was. Oh, it was a mess. But there was no actual danger. No one was getting hurt. There was no problem. Well, yeah, I got hurt. She ran me over. But I'm tough. I'm alright. See, men like me, we're different. Like, we're the ones that are meant to go down. But we're meant to get back up. So that's a normal thing. But where if they've seen a life of a boy where he doesn't do anything besides play video games, and you get stuck. But that's just mentalities, really. Talking about stuff I'm not supposed to. My mind's trying to make me wipe it. Oh, this is so relaxing. So with everything I had going on, my wiring wouldn't allow my body to settle down. So I couldn't relax. I had trouble doing stuff that everyone else could do without any effort. I had to really concentrate. Now the way I put it was, my concentration level was like driving a truck. Every day on the highway compared to someone getting up and going to the toilet. So for me to be able to go to the toilet, my mind is at the stress someone working is. A hard life, okay? So that caused a lot of problems. But I fixed it because I was able to get my stuff. But I had to stop doing stuff for everyone else. And I ended up doing it. And I got myself better. And once I've finished doing this bit, I go for my walk. And then I start fixing everything else. See, there's so many problems. So, if you've got blonde hair and blue eyes, this is probably going to happen to you before it happens to anyone else. You're going to have a lot of pressure headaches, so a lot of pressure behind the back of your head here. You're going to have trouble breathing. You're not going to be able to go to sleep. And they're going to tell you there's nothing wrong with you. Because they don't know. Their machines cannot see the earwax. But then there's other people that have had things removed from their body, which was earwax. So, the thing is, I've had a lot of people that know nothing about pain tell me I'm not in pain. What you do now is you get a Q-tip, a little cool tip, just inside there. Just clean the rim. You don't want to stick it too far in, you just want to clean the edge. I reckon if I do another one, that's me good for the night on that side. See, I used to have to do 10 in each ear, and they'd only take the edge off. But because I'm this so-called autistic and ADHD, which they say is awareness, isn't true. My parents just didn't feed me the crap the government says is okay. My parents fed me fruit, veggies, healthy stuff. See, what I like to do is compare my childhood to dietary to others. And there was a few people that had ADHD and autism, but they acted up more than I did. And if you looked at their diets compared to mine, I had toast for cereal or fruit, bacon and eggs and tomato. Or for lunch, it was Vegemite sandwiches, fruit, Yeah. And dinner was a home cooked meal with veggies, meat, potatoes, gravy, stuff like that. The only thing they were doing wrong was feeding me red meat. And then unfortunately my father lost his battle and he just couldn't deal with it. Like, he was a widowed man trying to deal with 2 kids and Centrelink could only give him $500 a fortnight. So he struggled, but he did alright. He did the best he could with what he had. He really did. My mum got the short stick and she fucking carved it. So all the information was with her. And yeah. It was a pain in the ass, but shit happens. Life keeps rolling on. And it really does. Like, yeah, I haven't had a mum for 26 years. I'm doing alright. Yeah, I miss her. Of course I miss her. I still grieve. That's all part of life. Oh, man. See, with grieving, what helps that is... See, I was very close to my mum, so we did everything. It was me and mum, because my brother was at school, my dad was at work. And if mum was at work, I was at childcare, but that was very rare, because they wouldn't stick to the dietary. So I had problems. I'd have seizures, and then they'd try and say, you know, Brad's doing this, Brad did this, he was sus. And that's when my mother would go, did you stick to our diet regime, or did you give him something else? Oh, he had noodles, he had this, He's not allowed to have that. That's why he's acting up. So it's your fault, mate, not his. I told you not to feed that kid that. And that's how it would go. But then once I lost my mother, it was, oh, Brad, just do what they want, mate. It's too hard for me. So, well, no. Because I'm getting consequences for things they're forcing. They're literally going, here, you're paid to kill this person. Oh, you've done your job, you're under arrest for murder. And so, well, I signed up for a job, found out my job was to kill people, so I did it. And now I'm getting told it's murder? That's the reality of life. But yeah, anyway. None of that shit really matters. Yeah, that's better. Oh, that's good. You literally feel it coming out of your head. You feel it pulling up your neck, coming out your ear. Yeah, no, Chippy. Yes, I know, Chippy. Oh, that's good, Chippy, yes. That's my Chippy. Yeah, good boy. Yes, I know. Daddy helps you a lot. I wouldn't be alive if it wasn't for that dog. It fed me. It tried to clothe me. It didn't work out. But it used to bed me, it used to feed me, it used to water me. It stopped all my seizures. It really took care of me, my little doggy nurse.
Hi there.
Like, sometimes I couldn't keep food in my mouth. It'd just fall out because I was that bad. And the dog would literally just push it back in my mouth. It was disgusting because the dog slobber and stuff. But I had no one to help me. Even my partner would not help me because she was so indoctrinated and brainwashed. So if I said, I need this, she'd call Mum and go, Mum, Brad said he need this. Does he need this? No, he doesn't need that. If you've got money, I need smokes, go get them. And then she'd take off with my wallet. I'm like, what the hell? And then I'd report it, but Maryborough Police kept saying it's okay. They're allowed to do that, but they're not. And that's the problem. See, the people aren't as dumb as they thought they were because they're not taught right. See, they believe I'm retarded, but I'm actually the ancestor. My ancestors were the Atlantean race.
Hi there.
That's why I have the knowledge and the strength that I do. It's not retard strength, it's Atlantean strength. So I'm someone that could literally rip your arm off and beat you with a wet end. But I choose not to. I don't believe that! Come here, piss me off. And then deal with the consequences. Which they don't like doing. Because it always comes back to that agenda. You can't do anything they can't do, but they can do everything you can't do. Right. Yeah, like I said, that was the last of my crazies. There's no more crazies coming up. It's all about ancient history now. I'm at the point where I've got to look for blood in my earwax. Because if you're bleeding, you need to slow down. Okay, because that's a big indication to an infection. For example, my son's going through it right now. They couldn't do anything for him because his ears were full of wax.
Hi there.
And I drained his head and he started bleeding. Look at that. Little wand. Fucking hell. I tismed out, sorry. Anyway. So that's how my life's been for the last 30 years. And the first part of my life, fantastic. You know, family was great, we played, we had fun, we were happy, there was no sadness until there was. But that was an attack. So yeah, that's what your wax comes out as before it gets dry and hard. So as you can see, that's definitely earwax.
Hi there.
So, yeah, when I finally got the help that I needed, I ended up getting my super insurance. They ripped me off as permanently disabled because I'm unable to do anything that I was able to do. See, I was a very good labourer, very good with my hands. I could do panel beating, I could do car work, mechanical work, engineering, boating, electronics. I could do a lot of things, but I was limited. And what stopped me there is I wasn't able to further educate myself because of the so-called learning disabilities. My race are being do not read and write. We're not allowed to read and write because the English language comes from the Black Lemurian, the Dark Lemurian, the Black Magician. Now, they formed once the Lemurians came here. The Lemurian race split into two. There was good and bad. The bad ones were known as the Black Magicians, and they used to go around manipulating animals and people with the English language. They're the ones that actually created it. So yeah, it's actually banned and it's not supposed to be used. But it is. So we've got to get rid of that. So yeah, anyway, that's the right ear done. I don't even need to stick anything in there. Oh, there we go. Okay, I'm gonna have to get this one out. No, gotta do another candle. Alright. So the reason why I shook my head like that is because in there, it's pretty secure. So you've got to move it around so something will wobble. And if you haven't cleaned it all out, it'll make clunking sounds and it'll sound like there's something in there. And it'll hurt. Right down here. It'll hurt right in here. So you just do another one of these. I'm going to sit up and do this one. And like I've said before, just give yourself a bit of a massage where it's tender. That was my neck that cracked. She took yous for a walk. Say hello, Chibi. Oh, not very good hello, Chibi. He's 12. He's retired. But yeah, that's the dog that saved my life. It was disgusting. Look, to be honest, if my brother was in that position, he wouldn't have survived. He would have died. I ate dog drool. No one would feed me. No one cared about me. I was the liar that was faking it because I had marijuana. It was the marijuana that did it because that's what was there. They could see that. They couldn't see the inside of my body destroying me from myself. Destroying itself. No, they couldn't see that. They could only see outside. So that's what it was. Back to the agenda, the belief system. Got to see to believe. They can't just know stuff. They've got to see it, otherwise it doesn't exist. Can you see air? Why do they breathe? They need to stop breathing. Like, that's what broke Shona's brainwashing. I said, look, you've got to see everything to believe it. Do you see air? Then stop breathing, because it doesn't exist. And she sort of just snapped out of it. Her eyes changed. Her eyes went from the dark shadows to her colour, brown eyes. And she sort of gone off and just sort of sat there and dwelled in it. Because they don't know what's happening. A lot of them don't. That part of their memory's gone. It'll come back. It just takes a while. Get up, bugger. So, what I'm doing is just pushing on my gland there to help push all the shit out. Oh shit. It can be a bit tender. I wouldn't call this pain. Oh, I can feel it. There we go, everyone's home now. No, Shona's a good girl. She looks after me when she's not sick. Like, this is what happens. That's why there's so many people upset, because they lost their partner. And what they're programmed to do is go get into bed with someone else. Straight away. So, but that's what happens. That's what's happening in the world today. There's a lot of people that have lost a lot of stuff because someone's poisoned.
Bradley.
Hey, I'm filming.
Hey.
I'm filming.
Oh, that's. Hi, Dad.
Hey, buddy. I just finished this candle and I'll come out and see us. I'm just filming. See, I love my family. I don't hate them. I hate the things that they were forced to do because they were sick and I couldn't communicate. Hello. Hi. I'm filming. Thanks, guys. Ah! Right in the eyeball. Stop sneezing in my eyes. Go. Oh. Tough. You just did it again. Be gone. Be gone. Where's your collar? Oh, is that what you're telling me? You're dobbing. You're dobbing, huh? Your collar got taken. Poor buddy, huh? You poor little buddy boy.
That's not yours. Give it to me. Thank you. Give it. Let it go.
I even do the dog's ears. It helps.
Hey, come back here, please. No. That was really rude. What do you say? That upset me. No! No Xbox out room. Come on. You can go put your shoes where they go.
Actually, I'm mad.
Find some toys. Let's go. Yep. Oh, don't act like I tripped up. Go. Jackson. I don't really care, to be honest now. Come on. Come on. Let's go find something to do. Let's go find something to do.
Hey, baby.
Still filming.
Huh?
Still filming. Hang on.
Find something to do quietly. You won't pay attention.
Alright.
Just like he's not now.
I gotta go. As you can hear. Like I said, you need to get into this. I've just done 3 candles and pulled out this much.
How clever. You've been whinging at me all day to come home. Stop.
So yeah, earwax is the problem. They're not draining it. They're ignoring it. It's a mass murder on our people. So, government better start sorting their shit out, or it's going to be a civil war. Because this is inhumane, making people suffer this way. Because your race doesn't do it. That's like telling fish they don't need to swim. And pulling them all out of the water. And that's something they would do. Because they're that dumb. But anyway, I'm out. Cheers for watching. Take care. Hope you're doing this and it's helping for you. Because it will change your life. It just takes time. Because we've all been neglected since birth. Cheers.